direction in my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had some boys that I went to high school with, that I played football with, go to Mount Sac, the junior college. After their first year there, they told me that I should come up and try out, just to get a head start on life and stuff, and just for school mainly. So first things first, I didn't even know if I wanted to play basketball, football, or whatnot, so I chose the football route and went and tried out, and I made the team there. After junior college, came up here to Boise State, and here we are now.
So how old were you when you graduated from high school?
I was 18.
Okay. And were you out for a little while before you
Yeah,
went?
and then I left in March.
Okay. So that was a year,
Yeah.
and then came back, so 2 years, and then back, and then, okay.
Back 2 years. I was just kind of helping out my family business. We have a business in Utah for a year, just trying to help it grow and stuff. And then the next year I went to Mount Sac.
Okay. And you've got family as well, is that right?
Yep. So I have a wife. I have a son. He's 8 months right now.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yep.
What's his name?
He's named after me, actually. So he's the third. My dad, me, and then him.
Okay. And what's your wife's name?
My wife's Ella.
Spot.
E-L-L-A.
And they live here?
Yeah, they live here.
Well, what, obviously this has been a difficult experience for you at Boise State, a long wait. What has the last 3 years been like for you?
Oh, man, from the first spring game, I was itching to get out there on the field. Of course, we had some setbacks, and, that issue's taken care of now, so all I'm looking forward for now is to get on the field.
Was that some classes that didn't transfer over, or what exactly happened with the academic stuff?
So there's just issues at Mount Sac. Some things happened over there with the counseling and whatnot, and things didn't transfer over, and I guess I shouldn't have been here in the spring, so that took a year away from me, and then I had to sit out a year for not being eligible in the classroom.
How frustrating was that maybe an error from someone else kind of maybe cost you the
I take the full blame. The grade point average that you have is all on you. It's nobody else's fault, I've done good here. The coaching staff has helped me to do good in my classes, and we have tutors, and compliance is also helping me out a lot to stay on top of my grades and stuff. But I've always been a good student. It's not like it was just, I guess there's some mistakes that went wrong in transcripts and whatnot.
At some point, when you see it's going to be 2 full years off, was there any point where you just said, to heck with this, and you wanted to move on, or what was kind of your how'd you stay mentally into this?
So it was just, honestly, I just stuck my neck out there, and whatever was going to happen was going to happen. Whatever, I kind of felt like football was the road that I can get my education, and that was the route that we chose. Now, there was a lot of sacrifice from my family. First year here, got married, and then I dragged my family into the whole spiel, and they stuck with me. So,
what did you do that fall? So you were out of school at Boise State that one fall, right?
Yeah.
What did you do that fall?
I stayed in shade, worked concrete with my uncle. I did what I could off the field just to help out. I was just pretty much trying to do whatever I can. Staying, checking my emails and doing everything I can just to stay on top of compliance and make sure that I can come back for this one.
Were you back in Utah?
No, I stayed here.
You're here. You have an uncle here?
Yep. I have an uncle here, so.
Did you know all along you'd be able to come back, or was there some doubt that you would be able to come back?
I really didn't know what was going to happen. I kind of just rode out the storm, and then when it was crunch time, that Harsin, with the whole coaching exchange, Harsin pulled me into his office, asked me a couple questions, and he was down to ride with the whole situation. So, that just explains the whole aspect of Boise State football, and the love that they have in their players, and not only just the football team, but for all the teams. They really respect the people that they choose.
Not often the coaching staff would scholarship a guy for 3 years and to get one season out of him. What does that mean to you that they did kind of stick with you through this?
I felt special. No one really stuck their neck out there just for me. They could have picked some freshman up, and now he could have been, out there on the field actually playing. But for that, I just felt like I was honored. I felt like the coaching staff really put their word behind their heart, and they just really stuck out with it just being a real person instead of hiding things behind the walls and stuff. They actually really care about you when they say they care about you.
you mentioned football and basketball. What was your athletic background as a kid growing up?
I played a lot to this point. I think this is the most opportunistic time that I've had in my life. To be able to have a family to help support my family after this year, I think that this team is a great team, not only on the field, but off the field too. You see them doing a lot of things in the community, helping out and whatnot, and that's the kind of life that I want to live. I want to help out my children so that they can do the same things that we do, and the same culture that the Broncos have. I want that instilled in my posterity.
How exciting is it for you just to be able to have that opportunity to actually finally play? You know, people, media, fans, all you know, you're kind of this mystery man, but to finally go out there and show what you can do. How eager are you just to have that chance?
I mean, I'm just eager to get on the field. I know a lot of people have been talking and whatnot, but I just let that all go behind me and let the pads talk. I know that that we're gonna have a good group of guys, and they work hard on the field, so I have nothing else to do but to give it all to them. So.
Apparently, your pads talk pretty loud because a lot of your teammates have been, been real complimentary of you and stuff. I mean, last year on the scout team and stuff. I mean, was there any point when it was really tough? Middle of the season, when you knew you weren't going to be out there. I mean, how were you able to kind of push through on the scout team, knowing that you still had a year left? I guess.
I mean, the scout. A lot of times, Coach Harsin would say, "Hey, we're only as good as our weakest link." And so what that meant was I had to bring it every time for our offense to be productive on the field. And whatever that meant was, if they meant for me to go at linebacker and blitz, I'd go at linebacker and blitz. I did whatever it was, even though I wasn't on the team technically, whatever I can do to help out the team.
Did you grow up thinking about playing college football, or was this ever a dream for you, or is this kind of just ended up here?
Honestly, I grew up rough neighborhoods in Oakland and stuff, and so coming to Utah helped kind of give me another clean slate. And then I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, hence the year that I took off after my mission, not knowing what I wanted to do. So.
How long did you live in Oakland?
I lived there a couple years growing up, freshman year, sophomore year. Then I moved to Utah after that.
Okay, did you play football there too, or just in Utah?
I played football in LA. Our family moved around a lot, so I played football my 9th grade year in LA.
Where all of you lived?
I lived in Hawaii, California, Oakland area, LA area, Arizona. I lived in now Boise. So
where were you born?
I was born in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the family business in Utah?
We have a Hawaiian hut. It's pretty much Pacific Islander food and product that they have there, accessories.
When did this become the dream, or did it? I mean, at some point you start thinking, maybe I do want to go play college football, or?
It was at Mount Sac. I went and tried it. I went and tried out for tight end and also defensive line. They made the decision to play me at defensive line. So after a couple games in, I just felt like, I could probably pursue this dream that everyone else had and just kind of piggyback off them and try to play college football.
Who were
you were there for like a year and a half, right?
Yeah, I was there for 2 years.
Okay.
Outside.
You came here in the spring,
came here in
right?
the spring, so yeah, a year and a half.
Who were the main coaches from the previous staff, I guess, that recruited you here?
Avalos, and
Okay.
which he's still
Yeah.
here. So Coach Avalos and Bonifa, the running back coach that was here.
It's kind of interesting. Your first game will be against the coaches you originally came. A lot of the coaches you originally came here.
Yep.
What you said you got an 8-month-old. What has that experience been like this year? Learning to be a father as well.
It's good. Fall camp, it really takes your mind off of everything outside of the realm of football. If we're not doing something that's football related, we're doing something in the community. If we're not doing something in the community, we're helping each other out. And I think that I'm fortunate to have my family here, my wife and son. A lot of the guys really don't have family from Texas, from Florida and whatnot, so we really just try to keep that bond within the brotherhood that we have here, so no one's missing home and whatnot.
Hart said you've been very active in the community. Is that something you wanted to do? Is that someone that they suggested you do, or how'd that come about?
That's just the culture of Boise State, right? You come to Boise, and it's a little small town, and you realize everywhere you go, whether it's Albertsons, you see people with Boise State gear on and things that they contribute to this school. So what I wanted to do is give back as a culture that lives in Boise State, try to do what they do.
What do you think it's going to be like to get out there and real live play in the game for the first time in a few years?
Hey, I haven't played for 3 years. We'll see how it goes. We're trucking along right now. I'm eager to play Coach Pete in Washington, and our coaching staff. They play situational football, and I think that's the great thing about Coach Harsin, he sets us up for success on the field as well as off the field.
What's your kind of style in the trenches? What do you bring to that position?
Whatever my coaches want. If they want us to be relentless and nitty gritty, that's what we're going to be. If they want us to be finesse and speed rush, that's the way we're going to be. I guess they build us how they really want us to perform.
For the record, how do you pronounce your first name?
Tutulupeatau.